What's up, y'all? I'm coming back at you with another video. For those of you who have already been subscribed to my channel, welcome back. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, thank you, and please subscribe to the channel for more content. Now, I know I still owe you guys that part 2 of the video of the Dominican guys putting the smack down on the degenerates, but this video really caught my attention and it really just had my blood boiling. I do have to put in a trigger warning for possible SA as well as molestation. So that is your trigger warning, and it lets you know if you want to continue with the video because it will upset you. So this is going to be a reaction video to yet another podcast that I've heard, and I'm gonna go ahead and play the video now. So again, considering the trigger warning, do not watch the video if you are sensitive to children not being protected.
I needed to change my relationship with vaginas, right? As a
What
man,
does that look?
as a man, right? I see
Please
a vagina. I think of pleasure, right? Now I have 2 daughters who's running around the house with no panties on. I'm changing diapers and all of that, so the vagina's directly in my face, and I need to reconstruct my mind to what a vagina means and also what's my relationship to a vagina. Right, so that's a lot of work that we don't talk about.
I did not even think about
There are
that.
men that are uncomfortable changing children because of their sexual organs, right? Certain grandfathers would say, I'm not changing a child or or little girl because of their relationship and their perception of a vagina. They're uncomfortable with that.
Yo.
All right? So being able to sit back and actually talk that out and label it and address it, that's some different shit.
So as you can hear, this is why I felt this was an important video to make, because the fact that men in our culture and men in a lot of cultures is so ingrained in them to use women for sexual pleasure and not view women as actual people, to the point where this man has to literally reconstruct his entire adult life and upbringing just to be able to see his own daughters as human beings versus just a vagina in his face, as he put it. I thought the video was absolutely disgusting. It had my blood boiling. I feel like it's borderline pedophilia, just for the simple fact that I'm sure a lot of people, especially ladies listening to this video, I don't have to reconstruct my mind if I see a naked baby boy or a naked, child under the age of 25 or 18 or whichever one you want to put it. I mean, I would like to think that most adults don't have to like think too hard about not sexualizing a child. Like, it does absolutely nothing for me to see a baby with his diaper off. So the fact that these grown men are sitting here talking about how if they see a naked baby girl, they have to literally get their mind off of her vagina and think other things outside of pleasure. To me, that's very alarming. It's very, I'm getting even goosebumps even having this conversation, even though it's just myself sitting here. But it's like, I just did not know. Like, I knew they were creepy. I knew they were toxic. And I knew they were weird. But I did not know it was to the extent of, so-called men who would not consider themselves pedophiles sitting there having a conversation about how they have to make a conscious effort to not sexualize their own daughters. And I think that's really fucking sick, if I just may say so myself. So I think this goes back to the culture that we're in and how men are taught to just pursue women for sex. They do not look at us as human beings. They do not look at us as people. They look at us as nothing more than a place to stick their penises. And that is why we have this nonstop gender war going on within the Black community. This is why the divorce rate is so high. It is because men refuse to view women as human beings. They truly believe that women were designed to be told what to do, ruled by them, and that we were literally placed here for their pleasure, and that is it. So there's very few men out here who are able to actually see women as human beings. This is why you see the conversations of them saying, oh, well, if I take her out on 2 or 3 dates, then I should be entitled to her body. I should be entitled to having sex with her. And I'm like, how are you equating a woman sleeping with you to you buying her a burger and fries? So it just goes back to, again, how toxic our culture is. And I have to admit, even though myself, I just did not know that their mindsets was this creepy and disgusting, to the fact where they had to actively not sexualize not just any baby, but their own daughters just because they see a vagina. Like, they have it bad. I would love to know what you guys think about this video and their commentary below in the comment section. Again, this was definitely a trigger warning. I know it's going to trigger some of the ladies. I apologize in advance if it did trigger you ladies, but we really need to have a conversation about this, especially those of us who have daughters and, you know, they have their fathers in their lives. And this is something that maybe you need to have a conversation with him about, you know, how comfortable do you feel about seeing her vagina? I mean, it's the craziest. I'm super disgusted by it. And also, I believe too, because I did grow up with my father in my life, and I've got like absolutely no sense of thought. Like, I've never felt that my father was sexualizing me or looking at me in any type of sexual way. Now, I'm like, it's just absolutely disgusting to even sit here and have this conversation as if it's just a normal part of the life of being a man, is having to constantly fight your feelings of wanting to stick yourself inside of a vagina regardless of the age. So let me know down below in the comments what you think about this, and subscribe for more.